the Venetian echo. Mr. Romick lived a comfortable life in the bustling metropolis of Los Angeles. Over the years, he had made a name for himself as a successful businessman, but his spirit yearned for more adventure and a connection to his roots. Driven by this desire, Romick journeyed to Venice, Italy in the summer, a city steeped in history and Italian culture. The child of Armenian immigrants, Romick was named after a legendary Armenian warrior, and he envisioned he'd someday emulate his namesake. Flying over the picturesque landscapes of Italy, he could almost hear the echoes of centuries past, the whispers of traders, seafarers, noblemen, and artists who had once walked these lands. On his first day, Romick woke early to explore Venice's cobblestone streets. The labyrinthine alleys were like a portal to another time. The bronze sun brought alive its historic grace. As he strolled, he was drawn to a small bookshop tucked in a corner selling rare artifacts, maps, and books, run by an elderly Italian man, Signor Grimaldi. Software Romick discovered an ancient Armenian map of Venice among the dusty curiosities. Surprisingly, it marked a hidden section of the city, obscured from popular tourist trails. Intrigued, he decided to follow it, as Signor Grimaldi cryptically wished him luck. The map led Romick to a seldom-trodden path that traveled through archaic quarters of Venice. Along the way, he encountered faces that spoke volumes of the city's historical and multicultural past. Byzantine edifices, Eastern sculptures, Oriental spices, and eventually a secluded monastery adorned with Armenian inscriptions. A shock of realization hit him. He had stumbled upon an undiscovered Armenian monastery dating back to the Venetian Republic.
Now we are going Armenian island to Venice.
San Lazzaro degli Armeni is a small island in the Venetian lagoon which has been home to the monastery of the Megatarist, an Armenian Catholic congregation, since 1717. San Lazzaro has a great historical significance to Armenians and has been described as a Little Armenia, the New York Times wrote in 1919. The island of San Lazzaro, near Venice, has been for over 2 centuries an Armenian oasis transplanted in the Venetian lagoons. It is one of the richest Armenian enclaves and, according to sociologist Annie Bakalian, one of the best-known Armenian sites in the world, along with the Armenian quarter of Jerusalem's Old City. The monastery of San Lazzaro was the only center of intensive Armenian cultural activity that held the heritage of the Armenian people. During the 18th century, the rediscovery of classical Armenian literature and the creation of an Armenian vernacular by the Meshitarists of San Lazzaro was a key factor in the Armenian Renaissance. Romick was introduced to Ara, a descendant of the Armenian nobility residing in Venice under the radar of the modern world. The men bonded over stories from the historic period when this secluded community hosted Armenian scholars, artists, and scribes who had significantly contributed to the Venetian Renaissance. Ara took Romick to a hidden cellar. There, they uncovered a forgotten illuminated manuscript whose words sang of an ancient Armenian-Venetian alliance. Its delicate gold-leafed pages were as intriguing as its revelation a treasure, a contribution of the Armenians to the city, lost in the waves of time. Romick was ignited by a sense of purpose. Fierce as his legendary namesake, he took upon a quest to find this lost treasure. He received help in the form of a coded message in the manuscript. Each day brought new clues, from cryptic inscriptions in the Basilica San Marco to hidden compartments in the Doge's palace. Along the way, they faced resistance from a secret society, the Custodians, sworn to protect Venice's obscured past. With every solved riddle, they endured pursuit, deceit, narrow escapes, but Romick's Armenian warrior spirit remained undeterred. Finally, under the moonlight and the nondescript Campo Armino, they unraveled the last clue. It pointed towards an obscure catacomb underneath. Bracing themselves, they journeyed into the catacombs. There, a golden glow illuminated the Armenian cross studded with precious stones. The treasure. Suddenly, the custodians emerged from the shadows, confronting Romick and Era. A tense conversation ensued, bridging the timeline between modern Venice and its Armenian past. Romick convinced them of the treasure's historical value and its relevance to the current Armenian diaspora. With the treasure rejuvenating the lost Armenian history within Venice, Romick emerged as a modern Armenian hero. News of the treasure became a tourism magnet, concurrently and inadvertently rescuing Signor Grimaldi's shop from obscurity. Romick's Venetian adventure had drawn him closer to his roots, established new relationships, and significantly played a significant role in highlighting a lost chapter of Venice's transcultural history while etching his place in it. His Armenian warrior spirit, tempered with his entrepreneurial finesse, brought to life an era lost in history. As he waved goodbye to the Venice skyline, he felt an inexplicable satisfaction. A chapter of his ancestry had unfurled itself, enriching him as an individual and leaving an indelible mark on the vibrant tapestry of Venice's diverse culture. His summer journey had indeed infused his spirit with a wealth that was beyond the mundane, a wealth of historical adventure.